Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. So I originally kind of wanted to do like a sit down chatty video for this, but hashtag procrastination. So I am all packed and I am in the process of moving all of my bags downstairs and getting them into the car so that I can leave. So I am getting on a plane tonight with my mom to go to California, and I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a backstory on what we're doing and why we're going, and talk to you about this stuff. So I'm gonna get the rest of my bags. I'm gonna get my backpack and my shoes and stuff from upstairs to downstairs and put my pups away and go get everything into the car, and I will chat with y'all in the car in just a sec. All right, we are all packed and loaded. Well, I guess I should say I am packed and loaded. Matthew will not be going on this trip with me. This will be just like a girls trip. So it's a trip with just myself and my mother. And I wanted to give kind of like a little background to why we're taking this trip before we start vlogging it. So my birthday was back in December, and my mother called me and asked me, like maybe it was like 3 or 4 weeks before my birthday, and she was like, you know, I thought it would be a really good idea for us to take a trip together, just you and I, for your birthday, but I wanted to make sure that that was okay with you before I just decide that that's what we're gonna do. So she was like, would you prefer something that's like sort of tangible, you know, like a gift that you can hold and unwrap for your birthday, or would you rather us take a trip? And of course I was like, yeah, let's take a trip. So then from there, she kind of gave me freedom. So she was like, all right, so we're gonna take a trip. We're gonna go in January instead of December so that we can get past all of the Christmas stuff. But you can choose kind of where we're gonna go. So, hold on. Okay, so she was like, you can choose where we are gonna go as long as you stay within the continental United States. And she was like, don't try and pull anything like going to Alaska or Hawaii. You know, you can kind of pick where we're gonna go, and we'll go for like, you know, 4 or 5 days, just a nice little trip, just us girls. And I just thought that that was awesome. So I did a couple of days of research and kind of decided where I wanted to go. And obviously, as much as I like researched and as much as I kind of was like, oh, I could go here, you know, I thought about like San Francisco. I thought about like maybe skiing in New Mexico, or maybe skiing in Northern California. You know, I thought about going to New York because I've been to New York a couple of times, like in the spring and summer, but I've never been in the winter. So I thought being in New York in the winter and seeing all the snow and stuff would be kind of cool. But ultimately, I just kind of landed on Disney. So I told that to my mom, and she was like, well, you already go to Disney World so much with Matthew that I want you to choose somewhere other than that. And I was like, Disneyland? Like, is that allowed? Like, if it's a different coast of Disney, is that okay? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, yes. So, so we're going to Disneyland, but the reason I think that she was mostly okay with it is because my mother is a massive Potterhead. So she loves Harry Potter, and she has never been to the Harry Potter land section in Universal Hollywood. So she was like, we'll do a day of Universal, predominantly in the Harry Potter stuff, and then we'll do some days in Disneyland as well. And I'm sure we'll also just explore like LA and Anaheim, and you know, do all the cliche stuff like go see the Hollywood sign and all of that. Matthew and I did go to Anaheim and Hollywood like 7 or 8 months ago for part of our honeymoon, but we kind of stayed in the Disneyland bubble. We briefly saw the Hollywood sign, but that's really all we did, other than Disneyland related stuff. So it's going to be kind of nice to kind of see more of LA, I just wanted to kind of get, you know, like I wanted to give kind of like an ode to my mother, or like a thank you to my mother, because the reason I love magic, and the reason that I love Disney, and the reason that I believe, and the reason that I enjoy staying so happy and traveling so much with Matthew, and you know, us kind of going on our Disney adventures, is because of my mother. So she kind of instilled the magic in me when I was little, and she took myself and my sister to Disney World, you know, 3 or 4 times when we were little, and it was just such a magical place, and it really is why I love Disney and Disney World so much as an adult. So now that she is taking me on a different trip again, you know, and just kind of doing another trip of magic with her as an adult, it's just going to be so cool, and I'm so excited. And I kind of wanted to preface with that before we get into all of the vlogs that are going to follow. So Matthew and I just got back from Disney World 2 days ago, and we landed pretty late. So I literally like came home, unpacked, washed clothes, repacked, worked for like a day and a half, and now we're going on a plane again. So because I'm traveling still, it will probably be a week or so until I can edit the Disney World vlogs. So I will put up kind of like our January Disney World vlog teaser video in the next couple of days, and hopefully I can edit this and get this up too. But then after that, I'm really just going to try and spend the time really being in the moment and enjoying the time with my mother. So I just wanted to kind of let y'all know what the plan was, and know that Disney World vlogs and Universal vlog and Disneyland vlog are all coming soon. So I will catch y'all in a little bit whenever we get on the plane. Bye guys.